quick test of everything. Let's hope this is working. By the look of it... Answer. Alright, we're all set. Cool. This is gonna take a few moments to essentially unwind. It's been a very tense day. Because, full blunt, this is my first time streaming for an event like this. I don't know how to present myself, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, I don't know how I'm supposed to be doing it. I'm just gonna figure it out, and god damn it. If things go wrong, oh well, I'll make do, something will happen. Blur. Alright, also I forgot, I should probably take care of the global pings that I have set up. So that is... Good? Hello there, everyone! I hope you're doing well! Also, I'm a dummy, that's all. Like, the best way I could describe me as a person, hi, I am a weirdo, I play a whole bunch of things, and... this time I decided, hey, let's try doing a proper Sage event stream, because I wanted to, and I've been wanting to for the longest. It's kind of a thing on my bucket list. As for how I'm handling myself, this is, for the most part, going to be a zero spotlight stream. Essentially, let's see if I can give a visual joke on this one. Ha, because why not? The TLDR, I've seen time and again on Sage that a whole bunch of people have... that pretty much streamers end up going, hey, this game looks cool, this game looks wonderful, I want to play this, I want to play that. And there end up being a whole bunch of games that just don't get covered, that do deserve the coverage. So I figure I want to at least click on a few of them, see what exactly they're about, enjoy myself, relax. To that end, I've been dipping in and out of people's streams for the past 48 plus hours, watching not just VODs, but also watching the official streams and unofficial ones. If people have looked at a game, I've been compiling a list to track which ones have been played, which ones haven't, and across the board, see where people's interests lie. This has helped me compile an entire, as I'm calling it, zero spotlight list of games that people tend to have been centralized around, and I'm going to try and avoid some of them, not all of them probably, because I remember Gabrielle wanted me to take a look at... I'm blanking on the name, Project Rascal at one point. So that's on the list. And feel free to keep suggestions running, because even if I don't cover them today, don't worry. You get at least a couple different chances of me trying to flail through your game, so to speak. Because I want to do something new this year, and that new thing in particular is I want to try and do more dedicated streams of just Sonic and Amper Games Expo, period. I'm trying to still decide on a specific day of the month in which to handle it. Probably it's going to be like, first weekend of each month, Saturdays, 9 AM Eastern. And that's just going to be, oh hey, let's play through a whole bunch of Sage entries. So, starting off with that, I figured I'd just shill the puzzle game I have been shilling for at least a little bit. A close friend of mine has been working on this for quite a while, at least a few years. It's been in Sage for a while. This is ZuPs. Think of it like Magical Drop meets Columns, I guess? It's a pretty chill game, nice to just unwind with. And I figured this might be a good opener for at least a little bit, so I can just keep my nerves. Because this entire week, I've just been dreading today for one reason or another. Because I jam. I have so many moments where I just jam with my speech, and everything goes off the rails and wrong. So I wanted to, like, give myself some time to just zen, calm myself before I get into some of the tenser entries, let's call it. Hello! Welcome, Plum! To my, absolute dong show of a stream. I refuse to call it anything but. Even if it's inaccurate. Also would like to say, if you've never heard of me, that's normal. I kinda just appeared for one reason or another, and have been just rolling with it for the longest. Kinda what I do. Logic, reason, failure anyway. Oh, so much failure. For my usual things, in case anyone's interested, doubt it, but just in case, figured I'd chill it. Usually, I have a ZuPs stream 2 days a week. It's variety on Saturdays, 9 AM Eastern to noon. A good straight 3 hours of me messing around with games. Enjoying myself. Well, trying to enjoy myself. More often than not, I succeed. Otherwise, Sundays are my game clearing, which is 6 PM to 10 PM Eastern. Oh, right. I forgot which build this is. So a bit of an explanation on this one. A close friend of mine that's been working on this, Daniel Rotwind, he's been doing a whole bunch of fixing and bug testing on this game for a while. A new update, he's been pushing out new updates in places to make sure things work properly. This is a bug. This is a bug on specifically a build that isn't in Sage. My apologies. Oh god. Just, I remember talking with him about this while he was trying to get everything fixed and what have you. He mentioned specifically the bug here is that, for one reason or another, the code didn't properly account for the leftmost column when it should have. That got fixed. Don't worry. I would highly recommend you play the fixed build at any point in case you happen to like puzzle games. Because not just there are a whole bunch of bug fixes, there are also a whole bunch of tweaks for levels and just general quality of life. Narg, come on. At that, there have also been some additions of some extra cameos of specifically the bug fixing team. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of just the aesthetic of it. It's meant to be a nice, chill little puzzle game that you can play in your spare time, enjoy yourself, chill out to mellow music. It's really nice. I've been following this project for the longest. Vivek, hello! I apologize if I've gotten your name wrong. I mispronounce a lot of things. English is a native language, but that doesn't mean I'm great at it. Unfortunately. I wish I was. In terms of the rules this game follows, it's relatively standard. Match 3, horizontally, vertically, diagonally, clear them from the board, move on with your life. You can set up chains, you can forcibly advance the counter with the spacebar, and further, if you're not so great at puzzle games, don't worry. There have been extra editions of maps specifically for normal and easy to make them a little more forgiving. Because some of these puzzles on hard can be absolutely disgusting. Case in point, and I won't be playing it for too long because this one is actually kind of a running thing. There are a couple quote-unquote boss fights within this game. Specifically, it's an encounter, you play against a character, you play against a named character, well, quote-unquote, play against a named character. In this case, for this stage, every so often, our little character on the right here will have an animation, and throw out a snowstorm. This snowstorm throws out snow tiles that need to be matched near in order to clear them from the field. This can lead to some very hectic situations if you're not prepared for it, especially since he also jams your movements for a little bit. The objective for most maps is to clear lines up until you get to a specific point, and provided you have all of your orbs underneath that specific marker line, then you clear the stage. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, pretty fun. On top of that, these boss fights work with slightly different rules. There's a health bar up on the left here that I'm rubbing up against. As you clear orbs, the boss will take damage. By clearing orbs in chains, you can deal more damage to the boss faster. Helps to encourage you to get a little better at the game. Because this is kind of just one of those games where it's easy to learn, hard to master. And trust me, you can get pretty nasty setups if you can master the rules of the game. Come on. Yes, throw out your snow. You're adorable. I need a blue orb. If even a single orb exceeds your starting line, where Daniel's little Abby is down here, then that's it. Game's over. There's also an endless mode that exists within one of the current stage builds. And again, I'd also like to mention that there are also cameos from the dev team, well, not dev team, sorry, bug-fixing team, I should say. And those are locked behind doing certain things, such as... well, some of them are fairly easy. Mine actually is clear stage 8's time trial on any difficulty. Some of them are a little peculiar, like, take a look at the entire translation in Latin American Spanish. For each one you clear, a little sprite will appear on the overworld. This build doesn't have those achievements, sadly, so even then. But the proper stage 1 does. Again, I would highly recommend taking a look at it if those games happen to catch your fancy. Also, my tongue sucks. I'm sorry. I think we've seen enough for now.